Hey everyone, happy Red Friday. Welcome to another episode of Red Friday Reviews. I'm Mark Morrison, your certified ganjier and an educator here at Valor Wellness. What I wanted to do today was take you through and kind of show you a little bit about the sublinguals and how to properly dose those. What I wanted to start out with first though, just a little bit of information. When you're getting ready to medicate, something that a lot of people maybe don't think about or unconsciously think about is something in the ganjier world we call set and setting. So set and setting is your mindset, that's your set part. So mindset going in. Are you anxious? Are you nervous? Are you confident in your medicine? Are you confident in your ability to properly medicate? That kind of thing. So going into when you medicate and your mindset, having that in a positive outlook is going to help the experience much better. If you're anxious going in, there's probably going to be some anxiety and heightened anxiety possibly once the medicine starts to kick in. If you're nervous and unsure, if you're confident and you are not anxious and you're going in, that is going to help you have much better effects and an experience. The other part is setting. So setting is like very similar to here. I'm on this couch, nice and relaxed. I'm in my own personal space. If you're trying to medicate for something like anxiety and you're surrounded by people and there's a lot of noises and that sort of thing, again, you're going to affect how the medicine reacts because you're not in a comfortable place, you're not in a good setting, okay? So those things are very important, sometimes overlooked, but very important when you go into your medication session. So what I have here is a few different products. I'm not promoting any specific product. We do have, You Feel You, Elevate, Day, that kind of stuff here. There's lots of other ones, Proofly and different brands. That's not really what I want to talk about today. I get a few questions and I think some misunderstanding about how the sublinguals work. So I'm just going to show you here. This is one of the bottles here, and you can see it's amber. So one of the big things is when you see an amber bottle, that's great because now you can leave it out. You don't necessarily have to leave it in its original box. And what the amber helps with is to block out the sunlight. Sunlight will degrade THC, and it'll either make it just degrade or turn it into CBN, and that's not something you want. Whatever's on this bottle for cannabinoids, whether it's THC, CBD, CBG, whatever, you want that to remain in the dosage and in the same cannabinoid content as what is listed on the bottle. So having a great bottle, like an amber bottle, will help protect your medicine. For example, we've got the You Feel You stuff. It's 20, 10, and 10. So there's 0 THC in this, and I'll just hold this up. So if people want to zoom in or look at the numbers there. So what I'm going to do is explain how this syringe works and how this actually works. So a lot of times what people will do is just fill up this whole syringe, throw it in their mouth and swallow it right down. That is not going to be as effective as if you use it properly. And think of it, if anybody has ever used a product like Ativan, something that you put under the tongue sublingually, you leave it there to dissolve. What it is your cheeks and everything is absorbing most of it that way. So the pouches work very similar. You're putting them in your lip. It's being absorbed through your sublingual cheeks or through the mouth or tongue. So you can see on this syringe, it's marked up to 1 milliliter. It goes from 0.1 all the way up to 1. Now some are measured different. That's not the important part. The important thing is on this box, and you can see right here at the very end, it'll say milligrams. So this on the syringe, it'll say 1 milliliter. And if you do all your math and fun stuff or Google it or whatever, 1 milliliter and 1 milligram is the same. So when you transfer one to the other. So what this package is saying, for example, 20 milligrams of CBD. So when you fill this entire syringe, that's your 20. So if you're like, well, Mark told me I am only supposed to take 5 milligram dosages. So what you have to do now is think about it. If there's 20 in all of it, down to half, now you're at 10, and then another quarter, now you're at 5. So that's how you properly dose with these. So again, if you need more, so if you're like, well, I need 40 milligrams of this, well, now you're going to be taking 2 of these syringes. What I will caution people about is that the carrier oil, sometimes too much of the carrier oil, even if it's MCT oil or coconut or whatever could be too much for your digestive system. So if you notice that you need double what's in here, your best bet is to find maybe the same brand name, but a product that now has closer to what you need, and then you can use less of the carrier oil. The You Feel You products are really promoting no THC. They have 0% THC in them. If you are looking for something with THC or whatever, that's fine. You just have to make sure you're reading these numbers on the front of the box to make sure what's in there. So as you can see, 0 THC, and then it lists all the other stuff, CBG, CBD, that sort of thing. So again, back to set and setting, your mindset. You want to be going in with a good mindset. You want to be comfortable and relaxed in your setting, so your environment. It's better to go somewhere that you're comfortable and relaxed. If you're out and about, you're out shopping or something, sometimes it's nice to step away. If you're trying to treat symptoms of anxiety and you're in a highly busy or anxious area, sometimes as simple as stepping away will often bring a little bit of that anxiety down. And yes, the cannabis is supposed to help with that, and it will. But like I said, going in, try and get your mindset as relaxed as you can. If you have to do a little bit of breath work, if you have to take a quiet minute, that sort of thing, you will get a much better end result and effect if your mood and your environment is much more relaxing and a safe and comfortable place for you. So that being said, I hope everybody learned something. It looks like the weather is going to be fantastic this weekend. I hope you can get out, do some camping, some swimming, some hiking, get your face in the sun and get some fresh air in your lungs. Have a great weekend, everyone. Cheers.